Leave me alone, will ya? This is the good part. Hey, if they gave a badge for finding dead little girls, guess you'd be an Eagle Scout now. Huh, Steve? Poor Mr. Sensitive. Did I hurt your feelings, girly boy? Give me a break. Hey, if I'd known where she was, I'd have dug her up too. Good. Finally.
Hello, dear. How are you? You know those firemen? The funny ones with the color sense? Looks like they misplaced a bolt of expensive fabric. Of course, each one of them suspects the other. Looks like a catfight is brewing. So, what's this about some remains you found in the graveyard?
It was Karen. You couldn't tell from her face. Not anymore. But her address was in her purse. Her skull and spinal cord had been ripped out of her body. The body was covered with dirt. I found it next to a hole. Like someone dug her up and then mutilated her.
I imagine Edna was upset. Poor dear. I just hope this doesn't mean she's backing out of the bake sale. She's in for 3 dozen cookies, you know.
How can you be so cold?
One shouldn't allow one's personal tragedies to interfere with one's responsibilities. One should get back on one's feet. That's what sparkling new appliances and fruit baskets are for. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
There now, see how easy it is? Things are so much better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep him that way.
Hello, Steve. Care to buy anything today? Okay, come back soon. Naughty fellows like Deputy Loomis aside, I think every man should cultivate an interest in girly magazines, if it'll keep them out of the field of interior design. Those firemen, Betsy, you should hear them carrying on, accusing each other of being thieves. A bolt of cloth disappears, you'd think it was the end of the world. Well, now that the mystery's over and you found Karen torn limb from limb, a mutilated lump of flesh in the dirt in the graveyard, I hope we can finally get rid of all those missing children's signs. They clutter the scenery so.
Sorry, son, no time to talk. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor hell shall keep the mail from its appointed rounds. Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
Think about taking some of that siding off my hands, son. I'll cut you a nice price on it. I tell you, the only thing worse than a fire station full of sissies is a fire station full of pig sissies. They're all accusing each other of stealing some silk underwear or something. Boy, whoever said fighting fire with fire'd be happy in harvest. 'Cause we got a fire station full of flamers. Nice to see you again, Steve.
I can't talk now, son. I'm busy with this game. Dang it if the whole town ain't going to hell. Poor old Johnson, defecating a work of art like that. Well, that's a sure sign that civilization is coming to an end. Anytime, Steve.
Halt! Who goes there?
It's just me, Steve.
What do you want? Did the llamas send you? I knew it. They won't leave me alone. Them and the kookaburras. 9! 9! Halt!
It's just...
What do you want? That's good. I remember you. You're the soldier I sent to check on the firemen. Did you find evidence of commie infiltration? Thank God for that. Your next assignment is to infiltrate the lodge before it's too late. Get it at all costs, mister. Or God help us all. Remember, duck and cover.
Did you say hello to your father for me? Thank God for that, at least. So, you found that poor little darling after all.
Her skull and spinal cord were torn out of her body.
You don't see that every day.
There was something oddly ritualistic about how it was done.
Now don't go reading too much into this. Karen was a friendly little girl. Maybe she got too friendly with the wrong person. Going around, kissing everybody, climbing in men's laps without so much as a by your leave. That's just asking for trouble. They've got a word for girls like that. Slut. A nasty little girl. Still, it's a darn shame. Someone went and scraped up Johnson's car? Can you imagine? He'd step in a bear trap and chew his own leg off rather than suffer a scratched tucker. Serves the rich bastard right, if you ask me. Those silly willies down at the fire station are just incensed about losing some decorating stuff. Some people. Yeah. Maybe they should be more concerned with fire and less with flame.
Hello, dear. Come to see Stephanie, have you? She's upstairs. Go right on up. Give my regards to your parents.
Steve, it's so good to see you again. I get so lonely in here.
I'm sorry. Want to hear what's happening out in the real world?
No. I'd rather forget about Harvest for a while. Come here.
Stephanie?
I feel so close to you, Steve. Like we're the only two people in Harvest. The only two real people. Do you know what I mean? I need to feel something again. This sense I have that I've known you. It's my only link to my past.
Yeah.
Maybe it's different than memory. Maybe we don't remember each other so much as we recall the feelings deep inside. Strong feelings.
Maybe the body has its own memory.
Let's find out.
I want you. Make love to me.
Then take me. Now.
Some rotten son bitch scratched my car. My Tucker, my baby, my poor darling, my sweet cheeks. If I find out who did it, I'll kill him. Just kill him dead. I told that fool sheriff to beef up the patrols, but what does he care? Nobody cares about a limp dick fat boy. Well, I'll make them care. I'll make them care. Why couldn't they have scratched the hell out of that rickety fire truck instead of my Tucker? Those firemen are carrying on like the world is ending, just because someone stole some of their poo-poo cloth. Someone ought to tell them that the world already ended. I should know. I was there. Bye now.
Young man, we really have... What kind of monster would cut down so young a child? I don't get nearly as much for the smaller coffins. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
I can't talk now. The dishes are stacked up and back, and I better take advantage of the lull. I just heard that Mr. Johnson's Tucker was vandalized. You know, though I don't like to think ill of people or take pleasure in the misfortunes of others, I'd like to think it's a comeuppance for all the times that nasty man has bothered me. I feel terrible about what happened at the fire station. Those firemen helped me decorate my diner. I can't believe one of them stole that cloth from the others. It must have been someone else, don't you think? Oh my God. I can see it in your eyes. Karen's dead, isn't she? You're lying. You're telling me this just to get the reward.
I wouldn't do that.
Do you have any proof then? Karen's little purse. Oh. Here's your reward money. Please, take it and go.
Can't talk now, buckaroo. Happy?
Don't hurry back.
Seeing you here again, one would think you'd never graduated. Mr. Johnson says one of my pupils scratched his priceless Tucker. I must say, I was relieved when I learned he had no evidence pointing to one of my kids. If he had, some lucky boy or girl would have been in for some quality time. Say, I heard you found the remains of the Fitzpatrick girl. Is it true that her spinal cord had been ripped out?
Yeah.
Serves you right, you voyeuristic little bastard. Don't think I've forgotten what you've done, showing that picture around town, destroying our reputations. I'll have my revenge sooner or later, and you won't see it coming till it's too late. You've been showing that picture you took of us around town, smearing our sterling reputations. You disgusting filth! I'll have my revenge, Steve, and it will come at the worst possible time, in your most desperate hour. Until then, I have nothing else to say to you.
Stephen, I'm glad you're here. As a graduate of Gein Memorial, you're a perfect example of what I'm trying to impress upon my class. That discipline forms the leaders of tomorrow. You've been a real sulky bear, Stephen, showing a certain nasty photo to people around town. Mr. Harrell would appreciate a word with you at your earliest convenience. Stop by any time, Stephen.
Think about taking some of that siding off my hands, son. I'll cut you a nice price on it. Nice to see.
Exquisite cloth. Its loss should trigger quite a bit of dissension amongst our gallant firefighters. Still, that is not your concern. Your next assignment is to break into the tonsorial establishment of Mr. Pastorelli and abscond with his prized barber's pole. Respect for authority, a fine trait for a member of the Order. Yes, I approve, Stephen. I hope you succeed in your task. Break into the shop, steal shall give you your final task.
Well, that didn't work. Damn it. Okay. Yeah.
Welcome to our order.
The hand that grips life with its teeth. Step